Hello everyone! In this video, I'm going to be showing you a new feature that was added to ClassIn that will allow the teacher to set a prerequisite to any homework or activities that you send to your student. And that is found under the Course tab. So I use this tab after every class to send my students their homework and preview for the next class. I set my units by the class date, so this would be the homework for 325, and the student can see all of the homework that needs to be done before their next class. But sometimes, since I usually send between 3 to 5 different assignments, I usually want them to complete one activity before they start another activity. But before this update, there was no way for me to let the student know which activity they had to complete first. Even though I put them in a specific order, my students will choose whichever activity they want to complete in any order. So now with this new feature, I can force the student to complete the activity that I want them to do before starting another activity. So here I have my after class review and I have my workbook. I always want my student to do their after class review first because this is a way for them to review what they learned in class. They listen to me saying the words, saying the sentences, and then the workbook, they're having to apply what they learned in class, and it's their independent practice. So it's really important for them to do this activity before starting the second activity. Now I can set a prerequisite. Since I want the after class review to be done first, I'm going to set the prerequisite for the workbook. I have already added all the activities here, but you can set the prerequisite when you are actually adding those activities. I just entered them just so it would save some time in my video. Since I've already added the activities, I'm going to have to edit them to add the prerequisite. So here is the activity, and then on the right, you're going to go down to the bottom where it says Advanced Settings and click Expand and go all the way down to the bottom where it says Prerequisite. The activity starts after the prerequisite is completed, and then I'm going to choose Add. Now this is going to show me all the activities that have been assigned to the student. I only have these 2 activities, but if you have multiple units, multiple activities, you're able to scroll through, select any one that you want, or you can search by name, or you can search by activity type. Since I want the after class review done first, I'm going to choose that as my prerequisite, and then I'm going to choose Done. I can see that it's been selected, and then I choose OK. Now under the courses, I can see that a prerequisite has been set for the workbook. I can even click on it and it shows me what the prerequisite is. So now if I sent it the way it is here, the student would have to do the after class review before starting the workbook, but there's no prerequisite for the preview, so the student would be able to do the preview at any time in any order. I could set another prerequisite if I wanted to. Let's say I wanted the student to complete the preview last. So that way I would just set a prerequisite for the preview. So I'm going to go to Edit. Again, I'm going to go to the right, Advanced Settings, Expand, and choose to add a prerequisite. So I've already set the after class review to be a prerequisite for the workbook. So now I'm going to choose the workbook to be a prerequisite for the preview. So I'm going to click Done, click OK, and again, I can see my prerequisite was set. Now, this is forcing my student to complete all of their activities in the order I want to: after class review, workbook, and preview. So again, you can choose to set any of the activities to have a prerequisite, or all of them, or none of them. That is completely up to you. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like for the student when they go to complete their homework that has a prerequisite set. Now we have the student. So here the student can see all of the assignments under the unit of 325 homework, but you will notice they have that little lock next to the 2 that have the prerequisites. So the only one my student is able to submit is the first one. If they try to click on it, it will tell them they are unable to participate in this activity. You must complete the following prerequisite first. And of course, it will be in their language that they selected for their app. So even if they try, they won't be able to. So once they click on submit, and I'm just going to type something here to submit homework, All right, once they click submit on that, now you can see the next one is now available for them. And the same thing, they'd be able to submit that. Once they submit the second assignment, then the third one will be available for them. So it's a great new feature for teachers that want their students to complete certain activities before others. Some teachers might not find this useful at all. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye, everyone.